Hello and welcome back to ChillCraft. It is Higgy here and I have an explosive episode prepared for you today. As you can see from the introduction time-lapse, I have been AFK gathering a load of gunpowder because today I have two plans. Plan 1, use gunpowder to make rockets and provide rockets for the entire server. Plan 2, use gunpowder to make TNT and explode some of the nether to get myself some netherite. So hopefully today I don't get as distracted as before, and we'll just jump straight into it. Ooh, look at that, 10 stacks. So I separated them out of what was in there before, and this was just an hour AFK, so there we go. I have plenty of gunpowder now to go through and do what I want this episode. You can see I also built this second sugarcane farm because I knew I'd need more paper than just the one was producing. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to make enough rockets for everybody. So, that is the plan for today's episode. Hopefully we won't get too distracted. I know I say this every time, but the aim is to get these two builds done, two plans done, and see if we have any extra time for other shenanigans. Okay, so this isn't exactly one of the plans I said I was going to do this episode, but it is necessary to complete my plans that I wanted to do this episode. When I was gathering up all my resources that I needed, I realised I needed concrete, and I was not going to mine it all myself because I need so much of it. So I decided I'm going to build a concrete destroyer, with the TNT. The problem is with that, I need coral to make the TNT alignment machine. So I had to go find a coral reef. And I decided not to do it in halves, so I gathered a lot of coral and a lot of the different bits that I need, so I don't have to go out again. So what we're going to do, I'm going to build the concrete machine, and I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, I'm at the far end of my industrial district, and this monstrosity and weird looking machine is the concrete solidifier and exploder. So I'm going to head up and I will get onto the roof and I'll show you how it works. So this here is just a little pathway that I've made to get up to the top, and I will cover it up before we start. So I stand on this block here, which I'm pointing at, and putting concrete onto this piston, which will then cause it to be pushed along into this line of pistons that will push it downwards. As they go past the water block here, they'll solidify and become a proper block as opposed to a gravity block like sand or gravel. This will then push down, push down, push down, and over here, this slimy thing is the TNT duplifier that will then drop down and explode it, making it easy to collect. So these pistons here are holding these blocks, and as they go, they will make sure that the TNT is held for an appropriate amount of time so it doesn't just fall all the way to the bottom and destroy my platform. Now, all the timing up here, this is just the circuitry to make sure everything works in time. So I will give you a brief look. So, every time the circuit goes, a TNT fires, it's resting on the blocks, and it will land in exactly the same place every time, blowing up the concrete that will come down here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect all my concrete and make a cool little time lapse to show you how it works. there we have it. The concrete is all exploded. You can see the last little bit there where obviously the TNT is too low, but when I do my next batch of concrete, these ones will go first. So I'm gonna collect it all from my chests, and then I think I've got all of the resources necessary to do at least my first build at spawn to supply the rest of the server with other goods that they may want. It's this one as well. So I'm going to collect all this up and then I'll meet you at spawn. Okay. So not much has been done at spawn. Oh, no, that's a lie. What's this? Aww. We've got a little Suds burger van. That's really cool. Okay, got a little light. The start of a train station, it appears. Ooh, what's this? Oops, someone's building. Don't know what this is. And this appears to be the spawn nether portal. Danger under construction, do not enter. Okay. And yes, we've put on a mod that allows us to have weird shaped portals. This is looking fantastic. Look at that. Okay. Oh, that looks great. I think we want something relatively close to this. I think this is where we respawn if you have nothing. So, maybe about here? Yeah. There we go. Get all the bits out. Get rid of some of this grass. And then, I suppose we jump into yet another time lapse of this build just appearing. So here we are. I have built my chubby little rocket, and this black line here is the lighter thing. And then I haven't quite decorated yet or put in chests. I've built in my water stream so I can take you to the inside. I need to light this up. I need to put some more lights in the roof, I think, because it's a bit dark in here. But yeah, this will be where anyone can come to pick up rockets as they please once I've made spare and brought my resources over. So I think I'm going to do a bit more decoration. Are you ready for the big reveal? Ta-da! The rocket is complete. I have added some flamey trails made out of glass to simulate that it's getting ready to take off. It's getting that propulsion to start firing into the air. You can see right here in front of me there is the line trail that leads up. That will give it its actual explosion as if it was to take off. And ta-da! Okay. There we are, I'll give you a bit of a better view. So this is going to be the first room as soon as I've stocked it up. This will be where the generic rockets are. Now if you look up, you can see the cool patterns all the way up to the top. And if I go up these stairs here, this is where I'm going to put some of the slightly more exciting things, like bigger rockets, firework stars, and possibly TNT, assuming I can generate enough of it. So I think it's nice to keep them all in one place, and it'll be fine to have them in this shop. And here we are. You can see all of the rockets that I have prepared. I got about 1.5 shulker boxes worth that I'm just going to spread out through these chests, so anyone who joins into the server can come pick up some rockets from this little area here. I saved myself a few stacks just so I can fly around, because I did use up basically every single piece of paper that my little sugarcane farm has built in this time. Okay, so the first shop is up and running. I'm gonna go back to my base. Plan 1 is complete. I can tick that one off. Now we move into plan 2, and to do that, I will show you this box. My Boomer's box has entirely been filled with TNT, as I've done some more AFKing for more gunpowder, so I can actually stock up the shop a bit more as well. But I have got an entire box of TNT that I'm about to take into the Nether and do some boom booms, and hopefully get some netherite gear to do my entire set of armor and all my main tools, because they are slightly quicker and they have more durability. And considering the amount of digging and stuff I'm doing, I think it's kind of necessary. So I've the rest of my inventory is cleaned up. I've got the basics that I need, and that's it. We'll see. I've got flint and steel to light the TNT when I get there. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go into the Nether. To mine netherite, using the TNT method, we have to get down to Y14. I've gone down. So I'm gonna just speed down these stairs and catch you at 15. The reason we come down here is this area is the most likely to find netherite in the entire Nether. And I think, like, technically it's Y15, but when you use TNT to explode, where the usual lava lake floor is, if you're at Y15, then you usually like break through to that with the explosion. The two main methods of gaining netherite are strip mining like you do in the overworld, just going along and digging to the sides and stuff, or what I'm doing, using TNT to explode large areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a real long tunnel and then set up a load of explosives and light it, and it'll clear a large area with the least amount of effort. While I show the process of making this tunnel, I'm just going to give you a few tips on finding ancient debris for yourselves. First, avoid basalt deltas and soil sand valleys, as they have lower or no debris spawning slots, and they're harder to mine through because of basalt and stuff being higher blast resistance. Be wary of the forest biomes, because once your tunnel is made, mobs can spawn, meaning that the mean hoglin pig things might be able to trap you near lava, and they do a lot of damage. Next, I think TNT should be no more than one air block apart, otherwise your chain of explosions can end before it gets all the way down the tunnel. And it's not the biggest problem, like a bow with flame will do it, it's just unnecessary. It's also really satisfying to have the entire tunnel go at once. Finally, at the end, when you're digging out your ancient debris, I would strongly recommend filling in the single lava pockets that are floating around, so the valuables that you're after don't get burnt up and destroyed when you dig them. So this finishes my debris hunting. This is an example of one tunnel. I made 5 in total during this period. I spent about just over an hour in the nether. And I'm going to jump back to my base and show you the loot. Good golly, I've finally made it home. The nether is a very dangerous place. Anyway, I have sorted out all the things, and this is how much TNT I've got left. So I used nearly half of it. That's a lot. But if we go over to my ender chest, I got exactly a stack after my first one. So I've kept my first one in my shiny box. I got exactly a stack of ancient debris, which I will use to make scraps. So let me smelt this up, and then I'll make some ingots. The big boy play. 16 netherite ingots. That. Then you'll see in my inventory, I've got the smithing table, which I will place. Yeah. And I can upgrade my game. I'm going to upgrade the hoe first, because I wanted the achievement. But then we will, in all seriousness, upgrade everything else. That's my Silk Touch one. That's my spare one. And I've got 4 netherite ingots left over. So that is a pretty good... Let's have a look at me. Oh, it would help if I put them all on. Armoured, enchanted, ready to go. And there's even time left in this episode for a little more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to spawn point, and I think I'm going to build a second shop. Maybe build is the wrong term. How about grow a second shop? I'm back here at spawn next to my big rocket, and I plan to grow a giant carrot in which I can sell or provide golden carrots for other people who they don't particularly have the resources. So I'm thinking of making like a little food court here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump over, and maybe in this little hole here. Yeah, that seems about right. So this is all you have to do. You have to grow 1, 2, 3. And ta-da! One big carrot. That's all you have to do. Nice and easy. Now if we go inside, look, you can go inside my giant carrot and see how deep it goes. And I've even stocked it up briefly. I've just filled all of the chests with a little bit. So if you want to see what it looks like, it's just the top of a carrot. Obligatory flyby! Look at that, it's the same size as the burger van. There we go. That was my bit of community service, I think, planting this carrot. And I'll make sure that everyone can keep themselves fed all the way through the game. So, unfortunately, that is everything that I can fit into this week. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. I know it's been a bit more time-lapsey and music as opposed to shenanigans and things. Do let me know if you think that's like it's been better for you, if you've enjoyed it more, because any feedback is appreciated. And if you have liked, do press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, then you get all the latest videos whenever I release them. And we'll see you next time. Bye!